Some more men. Oh no, they're in that unit already. This is my newbie colour. Let's say that my exiles are going to be... What colour should I give them? That colour. And the exile army is going to be called... Cold Rage. The Cold Rage of the Exiles. And Jacobus could get infantry expert, and I think you absolutely should. Jacobus is definitely going to be my exile infantry commander. He's going to be good at that. We will fight them in the pubs and in the sewers. We shall never surrender. Ace pilot. Okay, so we already have an ace pilot in Malta, unless he's been shot down. Nope, he's still alive. Bizarre. And you're currently flying with the tactical bombers. That sounds like a terrible plan. I think I'd rather have my ace in the English Channel right now. That'd be you. Oh, he can only use tactical bombers. Or bombers, I guess. Yeah. Huh. Fair enough. Need to prepare my tea supplies. That's why I'm losing, because I don't have my tea yet. Give the British Empire the tea, and they will give you victory. You can blow Suez, can you also destroy Kiel? I'm not sure. You can destroy Panama. Do I agree that ahead of time research is now kind of bad because there's so much to research? It's better to spread research more in general. I mean, I've always been in the school of spread research rather than ahead. I almost never do ahead unless it's like a month. An ace from a bomber, how does that work? I thought aces were from dogfights. That's what I thought too, which is why I was a little confused. And why I was a little confused that he was flying a bomber. But if that's what he prefers to do, then who am I to argue? We need more aluminium. And we are currently not buying it from anyone. I think this is gonna come from the Netherlands. Want to build up their colonies in the Far East. Imperial Conference economy agreements never have stopped working, so I lose civilian factory consumer goods, I think. The Vichy France just lost 2 subs, that's good. How much does the... Oh, we fight them on the beaches speech. More war support. See, that one I don't need. I think we're going to save up for catapult. Although it might already be too late, I'm not sure. Okay, so we have a bunch of destroyers in training right now. That is good, because we're going to need them. That's where you disappeared to. You're not a reserve. Now you are. Damn it, where's the Jellicoe gone? No idea. Hopefully they were given out properly. Because we have now lost a couple of submarines. The submarine will definitely have been given out. Polish exile leader. Peter Grabowski. These are admirals. Is Peter Grabowski any good? Let's have a look. Grabowski. Reckless. More likely to get wounded. He's an invader. Oh, we have a naval invade person. So we need the Polish Marines. The most famous of units, the Polish Marines. Oh, unless he was the Operation Market Garden commander.
Attention!
Who was the Market Garden? Because there was a Polish commander for that. It might well have been Grobrowski. Although this is specifically for naval invasion, so no, it's not. He would have a paratroop bonus, probably commando. I'm going to have to look that one up. Market Garden, Polish General. Stanislaw Sospowski. Is he one that I have already? No. I don't have Sospowski yet. Hopefully we get him. Did the Poles happen to send over some winged hussars? No, I don't think so. It was all infantry. Although I could get them to recruit winged hussars. But right now my exile divisions are all infantry, and I'd kind of like to keep them as infantry. Oh, you and you are ready for movement over there. The Treaty of Craiova. More concessions have been forced on the Kingdom of Romania, with Bulgaria claiming southern Dobruja. The territory annexed by Romania in 1913 after the Second Balkan War is still mostly populated by ethnic Bulgarians and Turks. When the Spitfire becomes available, I'm going to be able to upgrade the living daylights out of it. Although it's still a long way away. Still negative fighters. There's a couple convoys. I think we'll go speed 4. Sank some convoys, sank some more convoys, sank some more convoys, sank some more convoys. So the submarines are doing well, at least. Lost a convoy. So yeah, I think that my submarines are basically keeping Germany from reinforcing. This is why I was fighting for the Mediterranean so hard. Improved decimatic radar. Lazaro Cardenas has been stirring up populist nonsense aimed at our economic interests in Mexico, and now the Partido Revolucionario Institucional has passed legislation to nationalize the assets of the Royal Dutch Shell, Standard Oil of California, and many other international oil firms. Although their constitution allows this action, international justice demands compensation for the losses suffered by the firms. The oil barons are demanding we act. Let's complete embargo trade with Mexico until they come to their senses. Our options are limited and force of arms must be considered. We're not going to consider invading them. We're going to embargo them. This is, after all, a trade issue. Okay, so we have another build slot. It's going to be for the destroyer hull. We need to get those up and running as quickly as possible. I thought Mexico was already democratic. Yeah, they are democratic at the moment. And they are being guaranteed by the US. Okay, so Free France has been doing an absolute number on Italy. I think that must have been down here. Because Italy's actually entrenching a bit on this side, which kind of sucks. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to tell you to cease offensive actions until you can rebuild your forces. South Africa, you have at least one soldier you should be sending me.
Ready to move!
Fortunately, I can't spare the time to train you. Danish leader offers service. Volk Haxthausen.
Ready!
Let's take a look. There he is. Wow, attack 4. Panzer. We've got our tank general at last. Partially, the division recovery rate kind of sucks on a motorized or a mobile force, though. Loads of battles going on over the English Channel. Oh, we have infantry ready for training. Are they deploying automatically? Oh, they are deployed automatically. Okay. Really waiting for the motorized divisions to get ready.
All in.
I'm going to have 3 of them soon, which we can then send to Africa. This time I'm going to send them a much longer route. Let's avoid all of the nastiness around here. Floating airfield, so my carriers just got stronger. Sank another convoy. Sank another convoy. Yeah, we're definitely doing some serious damage to the German convoys, which is nice. And then final, Grand Battle Fleet. Battleship Organization, Naval AA, Capital Ship Attack. I think I might even spend the experience on it. Australia is no longer Lend-Leasing. Well, the Lend-Leases lasted a lot longer this time than they usually do. But again, the amounts they were sending were tiny. Research finished. Home defense. Naval mission efficiency. That... I don't know if carriers automatically do this. I kind of hope that they are. Let's research it. 100 days until we get Spitfires. Then hopefully we can start turning the tide a bit. Can I see what kind of planes we're up against? Yes. Messerschmitt 109s. Mostly. I've still got Gloucester Gladiators in the air. Ew. My Air Force is a little bit out of date. And that's despite the fact I didn't actually build any Gladiators. Those are there since the beginning. Yeah, Sosabowski in Bridge Too Far was a really good character. I liked him in that. Bridge Too Far just generally was a really good film. Like, if you want a decent World War II film, watch A Bridge Too Far. It's really good. Another ace pilot. Excellent. The British pilot Douglas French. We need to decide where we want you. Has he died already? Oh no, the previous guy died. So he's going to be in Malta. He's really good. Plus 10 agility. Nice. We lost a submarine, they lost a light cruiser. Yeah, that's a good trade. Although I'm not building any submarines. Maybe I should invest in a little sub-tech. Also, I am repairing a boatload of ships. Need to buy some more aluminium. All of the stuff from the Netherlands seems to be coming through, so we'll continue doing that. So is this expansion worth the $20, I guess that is, or euros? Critical thinking NA, I'm going to guess that's dollars. As a value judgment, I find it very difficult to say because I got the DLC for free. However, as a... Is this a good DLC? Yes, this is a very good DLC. It's the best one that Hearts of Iron's done yet. Although, admittedly, the bar was not very high. Ooh, 8 Canadian convoys lost there. Yugoslavia has declared war on Bulgaria. The US has ceased their Lend-Lease. That's not very good. That's probably because I'm actually positive in terms of support equipment. Yeah, that's why. In that case, fair enough. Still have some damage done, but actually I think that most of the damage is now being reduced quite dramatically. Training. Well, actually, let's put the non-exile troops in a separate force. Because we know that these are basically going to be the elites. And this is pretty much going to be a garrison force. So let's set up a home theatre. Let's put Brooke in charge.
Ready, sir.
And we shall assign somebody who's good at defending. Richie. Your job is to defend the home islands.
Ready to move.
So I could probably do with a couple more infantry divisions just to make up numbers. How many are you saying you need? 11? I think it was 11. Mexican compensation. The government of Lázaro Cárdenas has agreed to the demands of the Royal Dutch Shell and Standard Oil of California for compensation in exchange for the losses suffered by the firms during the nationalization of the oil fields. The United Mexican States will not give back any oil concessions, but our national prestige and financial interests are at least satiated. Fine by me. If the companies are happy, then I'm happy. 1,000 M1 grand. So this is now sending 1,000 on a month. I'm going to guess that they're going to cancel that one. Because that's quite a few. Still losing ships. Convoy. Belgian convoy. Convoy. Destroyer. I don't want to lose destroyers. Those are harder to replace. Good grief, you're doing a lot of training. Where are you training? You're training in the English chat? You're a moron. Belfast. Crikey. I know, let's train in the most dangerous area. It kind of explains why I was repairing so many of my damned ships. Morons. Ooh, hello. Our strike fleet just killed a light cruiser, 3 destroyers, and also a convoy. Cool. As we know, light cruisers take about 3 months to rebuild. Right, so we have got 100 stuff for Operation Catapult. The French have rejected the ultimatum. The French have rejected the demands. We are now left with an unenviable choice of backing down or turning on our erstwhile allies. Can't allow it to survive. Destroy it. Okay, gas masks have been issued. Now for the Military Training Act, which is going to end the war to end all wars. The Great War has left our people with an impression that they would not have to fight again. As the world grows dangerous, we must ensure that all capable young men receive basic military training. Grows dangerous. I'm sure my Navy and my Air Force and all the men who were lost in the failed Dunkirk would have something to say about that. I think you should invade Denmark with the exiles, only see how many Germans they can kill before they are forced out. With their bonuses against Germany with a defensive commander, they could hold it forever. True, but they would also be bombed to Kingdom Come. Until I can offer them air support, which right now I can't. No. because it's just going to be wasting their manpower. It is a finite resource. British attacked at Mers El Kabir. Yesterday, British naval units blockaded their French counterparts in important naval bases in North Africa, issuing an ultimatum for the French to sail to English ports immediately or surrender control of their fleet, or the British would open fire upon their former ally. Upon French rejection of the British demands, an exchange of gunfire took place that sank at least one French battleship and severely damaged sizable portions of the French fleet. We did what we had to do. Training in the English Channel, well, that's not bad. They're going to show the enemy how confident our nation is in the Navy. I mean, you're not wrong with that, but also they're morons. Especially as we have no reserves right now. I kind of need these ships for that. And all the time that they spend repairing, they're not training. All it's really doing is showing how effective our dockyards are. Speaking of dockyards, how are we doing for convoys? Convoys, we're okay. Yeah, let's lay down some more destroyer hulls. Get some more Shentons. Let's double check that's still the training fleet. Yes, it is. Good. You're still in Belfast. Good. Convoys, convoys. I assume that's the submarines doing their job rather well. Yep, submarines have definitely received a buff. Badly needed one. Okay, so how are we feeling about launching another attack on Ethiopia? Planned preparations are all done. Go. Let's tighten the noose. Oh, and here come the Indians. Oh, hello. Lost 2 destroyers, killed a light cruiser and 3 destroyers. Perfectly reasonable exchange. 9 Canadian convoys. Can you stop sailing through the English Channel, guys? It's not a good place to be. Don't do it. We could expand our oil fields. Because that should mean I need to import less. And actually, speaking of importing, we're clearly importing too much right now. Consumption's only 4,000. Yeah, we've got way too much. India's giving me guns. South Africa's giving me guns. Thanks, guys. 6,400. I thought it was weird I was having to import this much oil. One more. Gone from like 12 factories to 5. Okay, now I'm losing, but only a little bit. That's acceptable. Alright. More factories. More planes. How are we doing for planes? Are we surplus? We have a surplus. Excellent. In which case, I feel like I can add another air wing. Into warfighters. We're going to set these to bomber interception. To stop their naval bombers hitting my ships in the English Channel. I just queued up cruisers, did I? Oh crap, you're right. Not much progress has been made. It's the Steckle, not Shenton. It began with an S. Good catch, thank you. Now we can buy in some more aluminium from the Dutch. Now I am buying too little fuel, so we need to get a little bit more. What are we producing? We're repairing. That's kind of wasted right now. So Sussex could definitely get better. Actually kind of tempted to put one like in the Highlands or something. Malta could get better. Oops. Let's get another round of AA built as well in the south. And then after that, I think we just need to build up more military factories so we can get our fighter aircraft up and running properly. Yugoslavia took 4 provinces, Bulgaria was annexed. Let's add more military factories to those two. Something like that. Oh, they're actually getting Italian submarines up here. It's a bit sucky. Still none trained. Guys, come on. Are you getting bombed over here? I doubt it, but if you are, then I'll just move you off to like Bermuda or something. Maybe the Caribbean. I hear the Caribbean's good for training ships. How are you doing? Not being particularly aggressive, but right now I think that's fine. Okay, we are losing a lot of ships here. Let's also avoid the North Sea in that case. So all of my imports are going to have to be through... what's that section called? The Western Approaches. More convoys. Another convoy. We've got to be slowly but surely starving them of supplies to here. Oh, France can't actually get over Sahara, so we're going to have to go via Egypt. Yeah, we need to take Ethiopia out. Sooner the better. Oh, you know what? Belgium. Oh, I can send them a force. I was saying, hey, can you use your forces to, you know, go and help against Ethiopia, Belgium? Seeing as you've got 6-7 divisions just sitting here doing nothing right now. Quest thing is rubbish. Does nothing. How do I get rid of it? Go away. That's how.